You're listening to Fuck's Given. Happy fucking New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year, baby! I hope
It is 2022, sorry.
I hope you had an amazing holiday, whatever you got up to.
I can't believe it is a new year, everyone.
Yeah, new year,
Wild.
new vaginal cells. I don't know what I was going for then. It's going to be like a new vag.
Sexual potential.
Oh yeah, like I swear we say this every year. This is our year. This is the year that we are amazing. And it's like, well, it's every fucking year.
Every fucking year we're amazing, actually.
Yeah, we are.
Every fucking year.
And everyone listening to this podcast right now needs to say that about themselves immediately. I am fucking amazing.
Repeat after us. I am
fucking amazing.
Amazing. Every single year.
Every single year. I bring the best version of me. And even when it's not the best version, I'm still fucking amazing. Come on.
Yes. Preach.
That little like...
Okay. So for this special New Year's episode, we are answering some of your questions, the Curious Fuckers questions, which is very exciting. We love hearing from you and we love answering your questions.
Yes, that's the best. And obviously we ask our questions on the Instagram. So if you don't follow our Instagram account, you need to, because this is the place where we ask questions for the podcast. So
exactly.
Find us at Come Curious, at Come Curious, spelled C-O-M-E.
C-O-M-E. Okay, so the first question from the Curious Fuckers is, would you direct any more porn films?
Oh my God, absolutely yes, right?
100%.
Yes.
Maybe that's something that we will do this year.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe, yeah. The reason why we haven't is because of budget.
Yeah, and COVID.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big, big one there. Yeah.
But yeah, maybe this year we will.
That would be so good. I'd really like to either continue on our educational, ethical porn series. Or...
I know that we had in the works tips and tricks for anal splits.
That's a great... Oh, but anal splits might give people the wrong impression. All them bum holes.
Ooh, oh, fuck, I didn't even think of it like that. I was thinking about legs doing the splits.
Yeah, I thought about that, and then I was like, but the bum hole.
Anal split? Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
Surely we're better at our jobs than this, Florence.
Yeah, but oh my God, 100% would love to direct porn. Directing porn is one of like my favourite things to do in the world. I honestly love it so much.
Felt like so accomplished and felt like when you have a baby like that you nurse through, you create, produce, and then see it in the edit, and then it's at the end you're like, I made this little baby.
Yeah. Very, very exciting.
Oh, that would be nice. What would we...
It would be nice.
I mean, if we weren't going to continue our series, what porn film would you make?
Well, that's an easy one. Do you remember back in the day when we started doing a Curious Fucker-led porno?
Oh my God,
do you remember?
please.
Oh my God, when I was at home, angry landlady comes knocking at my door, and I've been fucking cheating on... her husband's been cheating on Reed.
Now I'm
with
following.
Me.
I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about for ages. I was like, hi, yeah, I remember this. Like, cool, yeah. Even when you said Reed angry landlady, I was still like,
you didn't get it.
No, it was just fucking. I was waiting for you to be like, my Western. That's what I was waiting for.
Oh yeah, that's actually what I'd want to do.
Yeah, that's the realsies. But this,
this is the funsies.
What happened to our little porno? Like, did we end up getting it on, or did you fuck my husband?
We stopped it
because
people weren't being serious with their answers.
Yeah, I don't think people were.
They were giving us novellas. Yeah, your answers were too fucking long, and then we didn't really. Yeah.
we couldn't put them in the podcast. They were too long. We wouldn't be able to actually create them. I think people used it as an opportunity to like basically write erotic fiction. They're like, oh yeah, I'll do a next little bit of this porno, and then they're like, oh, I get really into it, and like really deep. Yeah, and like, I got my dick in my hand.
Yeah, literally.
Nice.
But yeah, the Western would be cool. We spoke about role-playing Western stuff with Scotty on Famous this year. That was a brilliant episode.
I'm excited.
Last
for your
year
Western.
even.
I want to have front row seats to the premiere.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeehaw! Let's
Yeehaw.
do it.
Yeehaw.
Let's do it.
I still want to do my like freaky little culty one, my cult film with like all the like a group scenario, almost like a gangbang, but not a gangbang.
Ooh.
Where it's all like a bunch of like hooded people in robes, like focusing their attention on one person and then like basically giving them loads of pleasure, but for their, for their leader, for their god, and like. And it's all like culty and weird and bondagey and like kinky and that's my plan.
Yeah, let's just make the porn stuff happen this year.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Next question, Ronnie.
All right, Florence. What is the most tasteful way for a male to take a nude and send to their partner? Cute question.
That is super cute. I also think this is quite a good question because obviously the male nude that we are most accustomed to is the famous dick pic.
Yeah, it's really hard, I think, for dudes to know how to take a good dick pic. Like, let us be clear, dick pics are okay, but only when you get consent from the person. Explicit consent. We're talking like a yes, an enthusiastic response. Not just like, okay, you don't want to send a dick pic. And dick pics are fun, and they're nice to swap nudes. But how do you take a good one? How do you like to see a dick pic?
Well, we're not talking about dick pics necessarily, are we? We're talking about nudes. So a nude isn't necessarily just a dick pic. I'd feel like my favourite sort of image to receive is something that I'm going to see a little bit more of. So like I love to see like more of the body, like the torso and stuff, because that is what really turns me on, is like seeing like the rest of the bod, the bod that's going to be on top of me soon,
Yeah. I'm a face girl. Like I will happily take a nude as long as your face is in there. I want to see your face. That's the thing that I care most about.
Yes. Yeah, it's nice to see a face in it.
I would almost...
But not everyone does want to share with faces in.
Yeah, I would almost prefer to get a face pic than a dick pic.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah, me too.
Yeah, right?
Although the one time that I really do like dick pics is if I haven't met this person in person yet, if I haven't slept with them yet, and I literally it's more like I like to see it just to know what
you want to
I'm dealing
scope
with.
out the merchandise.
Yeah, because I prefer basically
like whether or not I can be bothered to go on a date with this person.
No, like I'm just trying to think of the last time I received a dick pic the last time that I received a dick pic was when I was having like a sexting session when I was in Toronto with the jiggly butt guy.
Yeah, cool.
And he sent me some dick pics and some like wanking videos and stuff like that. And like because we were sexting, I was finding it really hot because I was imagining his dick like inside me.
Yeah.
Like I was using the pictures to enhance my own imagination. And I found those hot. I wouldn't necessarily say that was like a more tasteful way of sending nudes. Like I was into the filth in that moment.
Yeah, in the moment, and it might be different the next day, right? And it's also so different with different people. I don't really. Sometimes I want to receive nudes from some types of people, and then other people I'm like, ooh, no. And it really depends on their chat and what they're like. I'm not a massive fan of like the wanking videos. They don't really turn me on.
I'm not usually. I think I was only interested in that moment.
Yeah, in the moment for sure. Like when you're in a hot sexting session, fucking anything goes. Send me a picture of your damn toe and I'm fucking there.
I mean, you do have a foot fetish. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For women's feet,
Yeah. You know what? My favourite kind of nude to get from a guy is like, this is going to sound really stupid. It's like a gym, like a bit of a sweaty, like after gym selfie.
Oh, I see,
like,
Florence.
because I'm like, oh, you're like all dirty and sweaty and smell like when you like someone, like I like the way that they sweat, like I like the smell of their sweat. So like if it's that kind of like, or like a shower selfie.
Shower selfies all day, every day. Bathroom selfies. I don't know what it is about the bathroom or the shower. Like, I don't really want to see your bedroom if it's like dirty and gross. I want to see clean. Oh my! If you're taking a nude, make sure your surroundings are fucking nice, because there's nothing more unattractive than seeing like a shitty bedroom in the background.
This is very true.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we really receive nudes that much from men.
No, I request them. I have to request them. Unless they come, like, unsolicited, and that's fucking all the time, obvious.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Time.
But I mean, like, when... Like, a nice nude... I'm talking about nice nudes. Like, you don't really get the nice nudes.
No, you can, but you can train people up to get nice nudes. Sam is, like, nude pro now.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I remember like a couple of photos that my ex sent me at the beginning like of our relationship, like way back 2020, and there was like a nice like shower selfie where he was like biting his lip, and I was like, that is fucking hot.
Yeah,
like I am into that, like because it was taken from a slightly like lower angle, so his chest looked like really fucking broad, and like I could see his hairy chest, which kind of turned me on. I was like, yeah. And and then like the lip bite was just like the icing on the cake. I was like, that's damn.
If this was a printout, you'd be ripped to shreds by now.
Yeah, I definitely looked back at that photo a lot.
Yeah, I still look back at like a lot of old photos. Like,
yeah,
some of the first videos and pics that Sam sent me, I'm like, huge.
The thing is that I think we appreciate any pictures
from the people that we fancy.
From the people that we fancy.
Let's make that fucking clear.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about.
Generally speaking, this is a huge generalization. People with vaginas need to be mentally stimulated, so they need to already fancy you before they find a nude sexy. Generally,
that's so fucking true. You can't send a nude like if they're not into you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people with penises feel the same way. But generally speaking, like the stereotype of a person with a penis could probably just get off at a picture of a pair of tits. They would prefer to know them and fancy them.
Yeah, but they don't care.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like, so I guess the way to take a tasteful nude is one, for it to be like to your partner anyway, or someone that you super fancy. That's like the general rule. Two, I think, yeah, you're right. Just like think about your setting, think about location. Showers are great. Mirrors can be great. Get a bit arty. Get some great lighting involved.
I think the further away from the camera, the better. Like mirror shots, great. Also, it's not easy taking a nude. It takes practice.
Oh my god, it takes so much practice.
It's like a lot of people, that if you don't feel comfortable taking nudes, practice. Take nudes for yourself. Take nudes in underwear, in clothing. It's just about trying to figure out what works best for you, and it's being unafraid to try that.
Yeah, well, I mean, this ties in very neatly to our challenge for this month on the Instagram, which is our 30-day nude challenge, which is all about you getting more comfortable with your body by taking a nude every single day. So maybe just start the challenge today and you will find that tasteful nude.
Yes, please. Like, if you are comfortable taking nudes, if they are something, maybe take nudes of you not being sexy, of you in positions and poses where you wouldn't predominantly send them, or maybe parts of your body that you've never taken nudes of before, like, explicit shots. Take a picture of your butthole and give it some love, because it's never seen the light of a camera.
If they like buttholes.
If you're sharing them. Yeah, I mean...
You don't have to share them though. The point of this challenge is for you and for you only. Unless you want to share.
Yeah. Put them up on Instagram stories. Send them to us, please. I mean, not your nudes, but like repost them safely.
safely like censored.
Yeah, don't get yourself shadow
We've
banned.
already probably shadow banned ourselves with this challenge last year.
Well, our hashtag got literally removed. Yeah. You click on it and it's like, there are no posts for this. It's like, you're lying. Holy shit.
Oh my god, curious fuckers. We have been sponsored by our ultimate sponsor. What better than bed sheets for a podcast about fucking, where we're basically in bed most of the time.
I mean, we spend basically, a third of our life in bed, maybe more for Florence and I, because we fuck a lot. But we think it's really important to invest in your bed sheets and in your bedding. And of course, Cozy Earth is one that we can recommend and officially say have changed our lives for the comfier.
We have been like raving about our bamboo bed sheets to like everyone that will listen,
especially because they're not only sustainable, green earth, looking after our planet, but they're also just so damn comfy. Like the silkiness on your skin, the fact that you just don't sweat underneath them. They're really like body temperature regulating. I cannot.
Once you go bamboo, you won't go back.
I cannot go back to regular bed sheets after these.
No. And also, Cozy Earth is offering a 100-night trial as well. So if you don't love it, you can return it within 100 days for free. But you won't.
And of course, we have a special treat for our curious fuckers. A massive 40% off all Cozy Earth products. All of them.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Just use the code GIVEN at the checkout. That's so good. We love Cozy Earth.
And their loungewear. You got to check that out too because it's comfy.
So go visit cozyearth.com and check out all the amazing bamboo bedding and loungewear and use the code GIVEN for 40% off.
That's Cozy Earth at COZY earth.com.
Anyway, okay, the next question is, who would you have a three-way with? Has to be one Marvel girl and one Marvel guy.
I love it. I mean, I'm a Marvel slut. I fucking love Marvel. Like, absolute hoe bag for Marvel life.
I do love comics.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many of the most recent things I've seen, although I did watch Eternals last year at the cinema.
I can't remember if I've seen that.
Oh my god, Angelina Jolie in that. Oh my days.
Are you picking her then for your threesome?
What are other Marvel films?
Oh my days. You've got like Thor. Do you like the Thor guy?
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
I fucking Thor, obviously.
Tom Hiddleston as Loki, but only because Loki's an absolute slimeball.
Oh fuck, that would be a hot threesome with Loki.
Oh my, wait. Jake Gyllenhaal as the guy from Spider-Man with the helmet. I'm so bad
Oh
with
god,
names.
Jake. Oh, I love Jake so much.
And Tom Holland is like, oh, do you know how many? I looked up so much fan fiction. I masturbated to that thought so many times of those two together. I could sandwich myself in.
So I'm definitely going for Thor.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I'm struggling with the women. Because Angelina Jolie in Eternals was very, very hot. But I don't know. She was a little bit dangerous, a bit unhinged. But maybe that would be fun in a threesome, actually.
Interesting. How would it go down? Who would fuck who? What would happen? Would it just be like nice altogether threesome?
Yeah, I feel like it would be quite equal if it was us three.
I am a little bit frustrated though that this person has asked us to choose one man and one woman, so therefore it's a girl-girl threesome. And I feel like
oh shit, I would definitely have if I could choose, I would definitely have a male threesome with two fucking Marvel guys
for sure. But a lot of people are quite anti that thought. You know, they would much rather see two women and a man than two men and a woman.
You know what, actually? I would want a threesome. I'm just going to fucking go all in with the MMF threesome because, you know, the main dude in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's such an arrogant dickhead, but you know that threesome would be amazing, especially him and Thor.
I mean, if I'm going to go for MMF, it's definitely going to be Tom Holland as Spider-Man and also... I mean, hold up. Can I just have all the Spider-Mans? Would that be okay? Can I just, like, cheat and have, like...
Just have an orgy with
Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know why I love Spider-Man so much is because he's just bondage at his fingertips. That's the only reason. Oh, and he's in fucking tight spandex. Give it to me. It's so good.
It's Batman DC.
Batman's
isn't it?
DC, yeah. We can't go for that. I mean, if we're throwing that in
I was
there...
going to say Robert Pattinson.
Fair enough. Fuck. I mean, yeah, there's too many hot peeps. Okay, this question is like ultimate dumbery, but would you make a YouTube video on sex in the bath? Like, yeah, I guess the answer would be yes.
We could, yes. But also, sex in the bath. It's a tricky one. That is even trickier than shower sex.
Well, because we've done a YouTube video about shower sex, which did very well. But it's always, you see it in movies and it's glorified. And then when you do it, you're like, this is really uncomfortable. I'm like either half in the water, half out. I'm slipping. Yeah. Like someone has to stand on their tippy toes and the other person has to crouch, which is fucking unsafe for slipperage.
It's like shower sex can be good, but it's just never as hot like as you imagine it's gonna be. No. It's always just a little bit awkward. Yeah. And bath sex, oh my god! I think I've tried to have bath sex before, and it ends up with water literally all over the floor,
everywhere. And if you've got wooden floorboards, that's a no-go.
Yeah, I like giving head in the bath. Yeah. Like, I love giving a blowjob in the bath, but you do almost nearly drown sometimes. Like,
because you just like,
if you slip.
Yeah. It's also really not good for lubrication. Like, water seems like a good idea, but it actually just washes away your lube and makes you feel dry. And it feels like that kind of like weird tacky feeling. You're kind of like, no. We're talking about penetrative sex here. Like, I'm sure. Yeah. There are so many other nice things that you can do in the bath. Like,
well, that's the thing, is that like any other kind of activity of sex, thing is, can you eat pussy in the bath? You would definitely drown.
It's so low, you would have to hold your breath. I'm fairly certain that maybe Sam ate my pussy in the bath, but I can't remember. It's also like that you don't have enough body room. It's hard to fucking eat pussy on a bed.
Yeah, you'd have to like prop. You'd have to prop the bum up with your hands and like kind of bring the pussy up to your face, which could be pretty hot.
It does sound hot, but that's a lot of holding and slippage and water everywhere.
Dicks are easier to manage in the bath with head because they, when they're hard, they come out of the water.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sam and I recently, I gave Sam a foot job in the bath. We were having a bath together, and he was in front of me because I was washing his hair and doing a hair mask on his blonde bit. And while I was there, I was like playing around with his dick with my feet, and he was like, "Oh shit, you get me hard," and I was like, "Oh really? All right, shall we continue this then?" Yeah. And then my feet like trying to grip.
Oh, that sort of foot job. For some reason, I was imagining you just like going off and sucking his feet.
Oh no! I wanked off his dick with my feet.
With my foot.
It was really hard. My abs, oh my days, the core work, because my legs are wrapped around him.
Yes.
His chest was here, legs are wrapped around. He's there, and I'm like like trying really hard. And I think he fairly certainly pulled a muscle trying to come as well, you know. It wasn't easy.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, I feel like any sex to do with baths, showers, it's just difficult. Yeah. You really have to like be very comfortable with the person that you're with.
I mean, maybe this person who asked the question wasn't dumb, you know. Actually, we should do a video on bath sex because we have a lot to fucking say about it.
Quite interesting, actually.
All right.
Okay.
Done deal.
Next question. This is quite a random question. I definitely want to deep dive into this a little bit. Nice. Where to draw the line between open relationships and open cheating?
What the fuck is open cheating? Like, what does that even mean?
I feel like this person is asking us what is the difference between having an open relationship and just openly cheating on your partner.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking like open cheating. That's like a new term for like like open relationships, but you're kind of role playing the cheating part. Maybe I don't know.
Well, it's basically a misunderstanding of what non-monogamy and open relationships actually are. I mean, if you are someone who has been monogamous for life and you literally can't think of doing anything with anyone else, I can see why open relationships do seem like that. Like you're openly just cheating on your partner. You're like, why would you want to do that?
I had this conversation with Sam last night, actually, talking about non-monogamy, because he's talking about it with his friends and trying to figure out, like, we have the tools, we've done the research, we know what to say to help people understand, but people who don't know that area, who just hear about it, think, I could never do that, I never understand that. Of course, like with things that we don't understand, it's hard to empathize or sympathize. So the best way that I can explain it, especially for polyamory, I mean, I know polyamory is different. That's having multiple relationships with other people and falling in love with other people. Open relationships is you have, generally speaking, a primary partner and you are both able to go off and have sex with other people, but those rules change. It's so down to the individual couple and what works best. Like an open relationship could literally just mean that you can both flirt with other people or go off and kiss other people. It doesn't have to be full-blown sexual intercourse. It's so down to what works for you guys.
I mean, and you know, with open relationships, cheating isn't, I mean, you actually can cheat in an open relationship.
You can, for sure.
And that would be going behind your partner's back in some ways of like not communicating certain things. But it would really depend on the way that you both do your partnership. But basically, like, you know, just because you're in an open relationship, just because you're fucking someone else, doesn't mean that you're cheating on your partner. I think that's quite an important thing to get across, because just because you are fucking other people doesn't mean that it's cheating. It's not cheating if it's an agreed relationship format that you both have.
Open relationships and non-monogamy works best when you are both so honest about what you're doing and who you're seeing and what you're thinking about. I mean, that goes for any relationship, but if you have an agreement with your partner where you can go and do stuff with other people but not tell each other, that can work, but it doesn't always last. It's so hard to hold up because it's so natural to feel elements of self-esteem issues, jealousy, not knowing what your other partner does. You just want to get it all out there in the open. Be like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about going on a date with this person, or oh yeah, I just fucked this person last night. You know, it's that's when it's more successful. Of course, non-monogamy isn't for everyone, and it's definitely something that's like, you need to just so be on the right page with each other. And if someone says they don't like something, then respect those issues, not go behind their back. It's the deceit that becomes cheating.
The communication, like if you don't have the communication like that is where you draw the line.
Yeah. If you're doing something your partner wouldn't be cool with, then there's an issue, then there's a problem. So yeah, Sam and I were chatting about, I was explaining to him polyamorous relationships, and the most beautiful definition of polyamory is like, you know, while you're falling in love with your partner, they're falling in love with other people while you're falling in love with other people. And I thought that was just such a beautiful way to describe polyamory. Of course, it can be complicated like all relationships, but as long as you're communicating, it can be less complicated. And I was trying to explain to him like how, you know, you love both your parents, you love your siblings, you love your friends, but it's different love. And you don't love one parent more than the other because you're hanging out with them. Well, you still love them equally. And it's the same with polyamorous relationships. You might love them differently, or like your circle of friends, maybe. You might go to one friend because they give really good advice. Go to another friend because you know you can chill and laugh and hang out. Go to another friend because you know you can feel sexy with them. And that's kind of what it's like with an open relationship. You can't get everything that you want from sex just from one person. You might be able to for a time, like a couple of months, maybe a couple of years, but at some point you're going to want to change. It's just how we are as humans. So being able to have that as, I might go to this friend to have sex with them in this way, or I might go to this friend to have sex with them in a different way. You know, that's kind of the way that it should be talked about and seen, rather than just like, I'm going and fucking somebody else because you're not good enough. That's not it.
Yeah, and I think, you can go from being in one relationship where you never think that you could ever like go anywhere near non-monogamy, and then, you can change with the next, and your like the way you feel about relationships can change throughout your life. And I know that with my ex, I think when you and Thomas were in your open relationship, I was like, oh, I don't know how they're doing that. Like, I really don't understand. But I think that's because I was so insecure with myself, is that I could never see that being a thing, because I would feel so like hurt and so like in pain from it. But when you feel so like confident in yourself and so secure in yourself, then you can kind of like see it in a totally new way. And what I was going to say was, it's kind of about freedom as well, and letting your partner have the freedom to live the life that they want to live and not hold them back in any ways. And I think that is what the beautiful thing about non-monogamy is.
Yeah, can be. We hope.
Yeah.
Of course, it just takes
time, practice, and communication.
Yeah, like with all good relationships.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty jokes question in to finish our episode on. I love. Right, ready? I called you ready. I was like, I meant to say right, Florence, and I was like, right, ready.
Oh,
you ready?
I thought you were
ready,
just saying, are you ready?
Yeah,
I was like, ready.
Played that off. What is the strangest place you've masturbated?
You're gonna have to go first, because I feel like I must have masturbated. I think I've masturbated at work once in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. That's quite a strange place. I've
what kind
also
of work
like
place?
I think it was when I was a camera technician.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have to do a work wank. That's like, it's written in the rules
Yeah.
of masturbation. You gotta do it, man. You gotta live. You gotta do like a dirty, disgusting toilet wank. When you're just like, you're there and you're like trying so hard to come. You're just like looking around like, I'm in a fucking toilet.
It didn't really work that well from memories. So
no, it's serving me. I've got 3 weird places actually.
Yeah.
My school. Like, I remember really vividly, like about 17 years old, having a wank at my school. Like, but like taking photos on my little phone for my boyfriend.
Little Nokia.
Yeah, my little Nokia. On my this one still grosses me out. On my grandparents' bathroom floor.
Oh my god, I have done exactly the same thing.
Right? Why the floor? I suppose it's because it's well uncomfortable sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, they had carpet in their bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the carpet. I remember lying down on the carpet and being like, there's probably bear piss all over this.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, that was a memory that had just escaped me until you said that.
And then I think my last one, my best one's probably masturbating on a flight. Masturbating on a flight on my way to New York. No, was it Vegas? I can't remember. But I got 3 seats to myself, and so I was lying down with a blanket over me, and it wasn't a toilet wank. I was lying there. Everyone else was asleep, and I was there like.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I think my weirdest masturbation places were when I was younger, like quite a lot younger, when I was still discovering what masturbation really was and didn't really get it. Because I think with age, I just like comfy masturbation. Like I love just masturbating in my bed, where I've got like the comfort, I've got my toys,
the warmth.
Like, I haven't done anything recently where I'm like, that was a weird place to masturbate, because I don't get the urge when I'm out and about. I think the work thing must have been something super random. Must have been talking to someone.
Yeah, I feel like that to do something like that, you have to have the mind already sparking, the horn, or it could be period horn. That week after your period, sometimes you're just like, I can't help it. Like I'm fucking in midair trying to use my imagination, just being like, shut the fuck up, flight attendant, I'm just trying to have a cum here.
I'm just a massive fan of like when you're working from home having like an afternoon wank. Like that's one of the best.
Yeah, so
because you're just like, I'm freelance, so I can just do this. Like I can just have a wank at any time of the day.
Everyone needs to quit their jobs just so they can do afternoon wanks. Actually, maybe they're trauma, PTSD from fucking furlough. I don't want to go back to home.
I don't want to go back. Please, no, don't make me. I did too many afternoon wanks. Yeah, I think like when I was a kid, I definitely, like when I went on holiday, probably masturbated in the bed that was I was next to my sister.
Yeah.
But that's because I didn't really know what I was doing still. I didn't really get it. I was just like,
I've done exactly the same. I remember like exploring my vagina and touching what feels nice and being like, I know my sister isn't supposed to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But like,
I
don't really recognize that it's, that it is masturbation.
Yeah.
And being like, I would feel more comfortable on my own.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure I've told you this. Like, probably one of my weirdest masturbation things was probably when you were fucking in the other room in hedonism, and I was just like, this is so fucking unfair. Like, you're having all the sex, and I'm just like stuck here wanking, and I can hear you screaming and moaning in the background.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that I, potentially helped a wank there.
Yeah, maybe you did. Maybe I was like weirdly turning me on, hearing me fuck.
Yeah, even if it was an anger wank, like, fuck you!
Yeah, fueling me. Oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah,
all right,
those are the weirdest times.
There's some beautiful, beautiful wanks there. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you, curious fuckers, for those amazing questions. I hope they entertained you today in the new year.
Entertained. I mean, I know this, I'm just going back here, but I'm really struggling to come. We're talking about coming in public, and that's so hard, or coming in weird situations. I don't know how I managed to do that. I struggle so hard to come now.
It's an ongoing mental issue, isn't it? It's like...
Yeah, massively mental issue. I think it's just like, it's that snowball of like, oh, you might not come. Oh, fuck, then I'm not going to come. Oh, God, and then I'm never going to come again. Oh, Lord.
For me, I've realised how much it is to do with... what spots are being hit, because with this guy that I've been fucking last year in LA, when his dick hit just so many of the sex didn't even need to be that good, like for it to hit the spots, and I was able to come really quickly, and that's quite bizarre.
Yeah, it honestly, key in a lock, it must be just what works for you.
Yeah, I need that key in a lock.
I think we all do, but we just need to keep ramming them keys in until we find the perfect...
That was the moral of the story. Keep ramming those keys in until you find the right one for your lock.
And we should say now, sex isn't all about penetrative sex. Just because Florence and I love talking about penetrative sex doesn't mean to say you have to have one. Have to have them. That.
No, and it's actually better and easier for you if you don't like penetrative sex, because you don't need to find your key.
Yeah, and the lock doesn't keep rusting up.
Yeah, the key could be the ultimate prudence.
All right, prudence has yet to prove that it's my key and my lock, but I should come back.
Prudence is my key.
Oh, you just need to find dicks that look like Prudence. Nice. Good luck.
Man. Okay. Okay, curious fuckers. I think that's enough for now. We've rambled on enough in your ear holes this 2022.
We hope you're not too exhausted from the holidays and listening to this fucking podcast, and now you can go find a strange place to get your nut off.
Yeah, and I just wanted to thank you all for continuously listening to us, supporting us, and being here, because we just love you so much. I remember back last year at We Out Here Festival, when I met loads of you who listen to this podcast, I was so just so happy with the community that we had created. I was like, these people are amazing, and there's just you could tell they were so genuinely nice, and I was just like, those are our people. Those are our peoples.
If you see us, never hesitate to come say hi. We would always love you to come say hi, unless we're fucking fingering ourselves,
having an argument with a significant other.
Yeah, even just, well, no, like, come up to us and diffuse the argument. It's a great idea.
Help us.
Help us out. But yeah, thank you so much. You've all been amazing. And hopefully there's some big things coming along this year. We're going to be doing events and festivals and a lot more exciting stuff. So please keep tuned. Yeah. Follow our Instagram for all the updates, the current updates. And also to get involved in the podcast with your sex stories and experiences. So yeah, you can do that on Come Curious, COME, Curious, as well as our personal accounts, Read Amber X and Florence Bark, as well as find us on Twitter.
And leave us a lovely New Year's review, please, and rate us if you haven't already, because it does really, really help. And yeah, I guess that's it. See you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday, babies. Love you all so much. Mwah.
Bye.